Welcome back, one and all. We have returned for day 2 of Anime Slam, live from Anime Las Vegas at the Expo in the heart of beautiful Nevada. My name is Jordan Cassel, here alongside Aaron Phillips. Aaron, what a night we had yesterday. What a day we have in store today.
Absolutely, Jordan. You know that the six-man, the triple threat, not six-man, the triple threat tag match was off the charts. All the anime, the gauntlet. I mean, it was tremendous. The crowds were great. I am so excited about today that I could hardly sleep last night.
3 spectacular matches on tap. Why wait any longer? Let's throw it to Diana and get things kicked off.
Are we ready for our first contest?
I think we're ready to get started.
I love to hear it. Before we get started, just a little warning out there. These matches do get crazy, so as a little warning, if the action looks like it's coming your way, it is! Grab your things and move swiftly. Once again, if the action looks like it could be coming your way, it is. Grab your things and move swiftly. Alright, anime fans, your opening contest is a Weeaboo Weapons Match! Your referee for this contest, Cody Andrews. All weapons are legal. One fall to a finish. Introducing first. And he's still looking for those big glass shards. This is INUYASHA!
Some 3-way action on tap to kick us off, Mr. Phillips, but this is no normal triple threat match. This is a Weeaboo Weapons Match. Would you consider yourself a Weeaboo?
I don't know. The only thing close to that was I grew up near Weehawken, New Jersey.
Not at all the same thing.
Not the same thing?
Crazy Weehawken, New Jersey reference on commentary.
I got to stretch, you know what I'm saying?
First and last ever.
Representing the Uchiha clan, this is Sasuke Uchiha!
Now, we saw all 3 of these combatants yesterday at day 1 of Anime Slam, with Sasuke in particular entering the match very, very early on and lasting until the bitter end, the last to be eliminated by eventual winner and #1 contender for our next contest, Ash Ketchum.
That is correct, and he stayed in there. I saw things yesterday that he did. My eyes, even this morning, could not believe what I saw, his power and ability. So
talk about eyes. Look at the blood-red eyes of Sasuke. A truly cursed, tortured individual.
And introducing their...
he's got good hair.
It's debatable. It's definitely luscious. There's definitely a lot of it. Whether or not that makes it good is a separate question.
From Demon Slayer, everyone's favorite forehead, this is
INOSUKE, another entrance in yesterday's Rumble here, looking to come back stronger than ever. We saw that signature pig head removed from his head tonight. That's what happened in the Rumble. I can scarcely imagine what we're in store for here in this Weeaboo Weapons clash.
Well, if he loses, there might be bacon to go around for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
There'll be some very furry bacon, from what I can tell.
Well, listen, you know, you can trim it. And, you know, being of the Jewish persuasion, I'd have to eat it right to left to make it kosher for me.
You remember the tribe?
I am a member of the
L'chaim,
tribe, yes.
friend.
Yeah, oh, L'chaim, you too? Let's get a minion together. These combatants are ready to go, I'll tell you. So's the crowd. The crowd's sharp. We're standing room only here. This is great.
Packed house here in the wee hours of the morning at Anime Las Vegas. We get things kicked off with our opening contest. Referee Cody officiating.
Ready. Outboard. Hit the bell.
For Sasuke from Naruto. INOSUKE from Demon Slayer and INUYASHA from, well, INUYASHA.
Let's see who's the strongest among us. Come on, let's go.
A little bit of a three-way test of strength here. See, I would think the immediate edge goes to Sasuke, the largest of these three competitors, but again, appearances can be deceiving.
I agree, but
And it looks like INUYASHA, first to his feet here.
something strange happened there. I didn't see anybody break it, but yeah, all of a sudden all three got out of the hole.
It's that Hellcat power of INUYASHA coming into play here.
There we go.
And I would just think, again, based off appearances alone, that INOSUKE, you would have to give the edge to it. I mean, the guy came out wielding swords. He is very, very familiar with weapons, but then again, so is Sasuke.
That's right, and being this is a triple threat, those swords can come into play without disqualification.
Man, huge forearms there. Just leveling both INUYASHA and INOSUKE.
The crowd is behind every move these three are making right now.
Duck there from Sasuke. INUYASHA landing on his feet, and it is INOSUKE going after INUYASHA, who again evades the offense and is saying, bring it on. The quick feet of INUYASHA coming into play and leveling INOSUKE with a crossbody, going for the cover, immediately broken up by Sasuke.
Yeah, Sasuke would have nothing to do with that, that's for sure.
Sasuke is a mean, nasty individual. Let's call it like we see it. This guy does not really have a friendly bone in his body. Certainly not in a professional wrestling ring. As a huge lariat levels INUYASHA. Lands on his feet, springboard style. I'm not sure how effective that was offensively, but it certainly looked nice.
Looked nice, and now he just had his leg taken out from him. It's like a bowling party out there. This guy's picking up spares here.
I never thought I would see INOSUKE playing bowling, but here we are off the ropes, taking down both opponents.
I find interesting, Eno's going without, he's in his socks.
Cover
there.
here. Only a 2 count.
Sorry about that. Wrestling without the traditional boots on, I hope that doesn't hurt his footing in the ring today.
Well, listen, when you're a Hellcat, when you're a half-demon, and again, the pig head comes off. We saw it yesterday in the Rumble. We see it again today.
Is he being pig-headed? That's how I know. Oh, the crowd not happy with that.
Listen, they say don't poke a bear. I think the same rule applies. Don't de-head a pig. And look at this. I mentioned it earlier. Both Sasuke and INOSUKE, no stranger to swords, and a three-way sword fight underway.
And they can't be disqualified. The referee Cody just has to stand back and hope he doesn't get stuck.
And I think
almost got one right there.
You know, Sasuke, in the heat of the moment here, threw a sword to INUYASHA, who seems to be down to his feet first. But strangely enough, it is INOSUKE who has 2 swords. You gotta think that gives him the advantage, though all 3 competitors now down.
Yeah, all 3 down. Eno goes outside the ring to catch his breath a little bit.
Who do you give the edge to here?
You know, I want to go with the big guy again with his supernatural powers, but I'll tell you what, I am leaning to INOSUKE. He's lost his head, and he's got a lot to get through here, so I think he's going to get the win. Reversal?
INUYASHA head first into the post, and INOSUKE nearly got caught up by those steps, but manages to regain his composure. Hold on, is that a lightsaber in the hands of Sasuke?
Oh my goodness.
Using the Force! Never did I think a member of the Uchiha clan would be wielding a laser sword, but here we are.
I guess he assimilated. Oh, that's the wrong one.
The Force is strong with Sasuke.
Like he needs another Force object after what we've seen.
Ooh. Just leveling his opponents here. Sasuke versus Darth Vader. That is something I would like to see.
Yes, that would be a great match. Talk about the dark powers.
Watch us in the die!
Uh-oh.
Watch us in the die!
Oh, well, Sasuke having a little too much fun playing off the crowd with that jaw jack, and he's going to pay for it. INUYASHA looking for that suplex onto a board that is not only covered with the logos of Anime Las Vegas, but also swords and I believe a deck of Pokemon cards. And it is the mallet, the hard-headed mallet of INOSUKE, taking them both down.
Uh-oh.
No, straight to the back.
We're gonna go putting? Are we driving?
Right across the head. The eared head of INUYASHA. Wow.
Just throwing the mallet. He caught Sasuke. Got a 2-for-1 deal.
Look at that, INUYASHA with a sword in hand. I'm not sure if INOSUKE even realizes it. He just clips him on the chin with that Triforce shield. And look at that, the blade coming into play. INUYASHA picked his spot, picked his moment there.
When you have an object like that, you're right. You have to find the right spot to use it. In this case, he used it to get separation, to catch his breath and get back on his feet.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Phillips. I think sometimes there are misconceptions about Weeaboo Weapons matches, hardcore matches, death matches, however you want to categorize them. Is that it? I'm sorry, what on earth does Sasuke have in his hands here?
Looks like whatever it is, just built.
Pocky sticks, a traditional snack here. Oh! Being used as an offensive weapon from Sasuke, and now going for the cover, but a kick out. INOSUKE trying to break it up, and not have made it in time. As I was saying, I think sometimes there are misconceptions that Weeaboo Weapons Match, hardcore matches, high knee there for INUYASHA, could get him the victory here. Broken up by INOSUKE. That these type of matches are just all guts, no glory. You just have to throw things with reckless abandon. There's no strategy. There's no smarts that are involved. That is not the case. As you said, you really need to pick your moments. It's not just about using the weapons. It's about knowing when and how to use them. And speaking of weapons, I believe those are
books.
Are those novels or cassette tapes? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what they are, but they just cracked one over the back of Sasuke that hurt.
I believe those are manga novels.
Manga novels, here we go.
Cover here could be enough, but again, you have to have eyes in the back of your head with the triple threat. INUYASHA may very well have been able to put away INOSUKE there, but it doesn't matter because Sasuke was there, very wisely breaking up the pin, and now a shot with a novel of his own.
Now it looks like we're going to take some reading.
Hey, I mean, reading is important. It stimulates your brain.
Now, reading is fundamental.
And the most important the first 3 letters. It is F-U-N, my friend. It's fun. Sasuke throwing INUYASHA outside the ring, manages to land on the apron here. And Saguri kick levels him, but still INUYASHA. That footing, that cat-like footing. Keeping his balance, and now it is INOSUKE with the death note in hand, an uppercut, but gets caught with a high knee. All 3 of these combatants down. We have seen everything but the kitchen sink on display.
Wait, give it time. That may come with this match.
Very well may. There's some delicious looking food in anime. I would not hate to see a kitchen sink.
Maybe an oven to cook the food.
That. Or one of these combatants.
I was just going to say the pig head, maybe?
Oh! You're just hungry.
I am.
You just want a breakfast sandwich.
I should have.
The mallet coming back into play, courtesy of INUYASHA here. Taste of INOSUKE's own medicine, cracking him across the skull.
That looked like whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-pig.
Whack-a-pig, there you go.
Dragging INOSUKE in the center of the ring, leg hook, lateral press, only a 2. And then I believe INOSUKE used the death note to crack INUYASHA across the skull.
Wow.
To break up that pin. It's one way to do it.
Crowd responded to him holding that book up, too.
We know that death note. We saw it come into play yesterday in the Rumble. Whoever's name you write in that death note dies. Or in the case of Big Valley Wrestling, gets eliminated from a Rumble match.
There you go.
We'll have to see which one it is today.
That's right.
Looking for a pen. And he gets one from a ringside fan here.
You don't gotta worry. You don't know our full names.
Oh, wow.
Technicalities, huh?
Dummy.
Sasuke and INUYASHA saying that INOSUKE does not know their full names. And INOSUKE saying, well, doesn't matter. Making lemonade out of lemons. That's pretty effective. Cover here. And a decisive kick out by Sasuke.
The name must have been in invisible ink because it did matter.
It did. You have to get the full name.
Wow.
Because if you just write John, that could be any John.
That's true. Could even be in the bathroom. I'd hate to die in the bathroom.
Elvis style. Sasuke able to reverse. Sending INUYASHA into the apron here.
Uh-oh. Some steel, maybe? I don't know.
Man! Big shot right to the gut with the keyblade there. Shades of Sora straight to the head of Sasuke. No Donald or Goofy necessary.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We've seen that door looming in the background all day yesterday, day one of Anime Slam. Coming into play here. You mentioned the steal, Aaron. Straight across the back of INUYASHA. Oh! Straight across the back of Sasuke.
Those chairs usually are not comfortable to sit on, but I'm sure they're even more uncomfortable when they're thrown against you.
Or punched straight into your face.
My goodness.
Wow. INUYASHA saying, here's a taste of your own medicine.
I got a receipt for you right here. All three guys are down over here, my goodness.
It is Sasuke and INUYASHA up to their feet first.
No 10 count here either.
No. Anything goes in a Weeaboo Weapons match. This one can only be won via pinfall, submission, or I suppose death. Big flying forearm there. Leg hook, deep cover, only a 2.
Well, I don't see an Undertaker in here if there's death, so let's hope that doesn't happen.
Well, there was the death note.
Well, that's true. Hopefully our names are not in it.
And again, none of these athletes, shall we say, historically prone to shying away from that sort of behavior. But it's Sasuke taking to the skies.
You know, Frank Sinatra is big in this town. All I hear in the back of my head is that song, Come Fly With Me, as I just saw him do that.
I think that's the first time anyone has ever made a reference to Frank Sinatra when talking about Sasuke Uchiha.
I am a professional. Do not try this at home. So that's what I tell everybody.
And it's Sasuke setting up that door. On one side, Big Valley Wrestling. On one side, the Anime Las Vegas logo. How appropriate as these two great organizations have come together in the name of glorious cosplay combat. Sasuke against the rope, shoulder block there, but INOSUKE lands on his feet, and I think it might have only served to fire him up more. Going against the rope, but gets caught with that Tri-Force shield.
Boy, that was a good hip check. Must be taking notes from the Knights here.
Link to the past here. Leg hooked, only a 2 count for INUYASHA.
I meant the Vegas Golden ones.
Got another cover. It always goes back to sportsmanship.
It has to. It has to.
Distinct lack of sportsmanship here, but here's what some would consider a sport. Trading cards.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Pokemon, the ace of that genre. And it is INUYASHA with a board full of them. Cracking it across the skull of INOSUKE, or at least trying to, but now getting cracked with it himself.
Those poor trading cards. Whoever that belonged to. Oh.
Yeah, those have definitively lost their value on eBay. But a spear from INOSUKE takes out Sasuke.
Knocked on the door, but nobody was home but one person, and that was Sasuke. My goodness.
For a man wielding swords, it's interesting he used a spear. Could it be enough to put away Sasuke? It is.
I believe that was my chosen selection.
Huge victory for INOSUKE, kicking us off here at day 2 and bouncing back, no doubt, from a crushing loss in yesterday's Rumble.
Maybe so, but he certainly redeemed himself today, and the crowd sitting around ringside, listen to them. They enjoyed this match, and their favorite got his hand raised.
And what's not to enjoy? INOSUKE willed on by the love of the people, finding his way to victory. A true warrior, a true fighter in every sense of the word, more than living up to that title here, but take nothing away from Sasuke and INUYASHA.
Great match to start things today. I can't wait for the rest of the day and the rest of the matches that these attendees here at Anime Las Vegas are getting an opportunity to see here.
And Mr. Phillips, up next, we have championship action. We mentioned all 3 of these men in yesterday's Battle of Power Rumble match. Right now, it's time for the winner of that match, Mr. Ash Ketchum, to try and catch championship gold here in BVW against Fresco-Matic. All of that in our huge dream main event, Goku versus Naruto, coming up. Don't go anywhere.